Okay, our plan for today is first we will discuss task 2 essay. Afterwards, we'll move to the mock piece. We will do use of English and reading together. To my surprise, there were no people who made no mistake in use of English part. And the people who I thought I counted as smart and like do good, you made the 3-4 mistakes in use of English part from nowhere. You know, it's like you just close your eyes and they started marking. So that's how you did your use of English. That's what I guess. Writing section, more or less a little better. I haven't checked all of them, but the ones that I checked, they are much better. Afterwards, we will move to the complex sentence practice. I saw some attempts to make complex sentence, and today I will introduce you to the ways to create complex sentence in the best and easiest way that everyone can do it. Afterwards, we will move to the pros and cons essay. I hope you remember how to write those ones. I hope you haven't forgotten. We will do a few practices. Afterwards, we can move to reading and use of English part towards the end of the class. I hope we will manage it all in one lesson, in one session. So in third session, we can do something different. Is it clear what we have planned for today in the first session?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. So now discussion for task 2. Can you please read this task now? So first of all, when you were younger, when you were like children, like 10, 12, 13 years old, your parents encouraged you to take in some games, in some courses, in some activities. Did they encourage you?
Yes.
Yes.
Group
Did
activity.
you want it? Was it like a force or like just encouragement, just motivation? Just the motivation? Okay, would you rather do something on your own, something that you want to do, or something that your parents chose for you to do? Parents chose. Okay, what kind of activities you have taken part in? Or what kind of courses you have attended?
Tennis.
Taekwondo.
Oh, wow.
Gym.
Others?
Yes, but
Also,
not long.
Hashar is also included, or it's not?
Let's include. It taught you to be more human. When you go out and clean.
Swimming
Free cleaning
pool.
process. Community service.
Sports.
Yeah, sports. Okay, English course. Is it encouragement, motivation, or force?
No, it's our own
All
purpose,
of them.
our own
Thank
choice.
you. Okay, I was expecting the answer that came from Irode. Others, you all got it wrong. From your own will, from your own desire. Okay.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I was forced.
In the interior, oh yeah.
Oh, we have, but you are doing good, still good, even though first too good. Okay, what do you think this group works? Why are they useful for children?
Competence.
Competence, thank you.
Yeah, they should know how to collaborate with others.
Okay, what does this collaboration bring to children? For example, now you're working as a group.
Interest.
You see each other, interest. Okay.
And motivation, yeah.
Motivation. How? In what terms it brings you motivation?
You see how others are successful and try to be, yeah.
Okay, you see other success and failure, and you say, okay, where am I? You compare. Okay, anything else? Does it is it helpful for your social skills, for your communication?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Flexible in society to be confident.
Okay, now let's look at the disadvantage sides. Why it's not good when the parents are encouraging you? Why it's better to do something that you want to do?
It is very important
because maybe sometimes
no, wait.
Children
start that.
It's very important for children, for youngers, for adults to слушать кого? Listen. Parents encourage because they are very little because and if they are do the work course, they go to the course which they want, it will be not suitable for their life, I think, because сначала как было?
From the beginning?
From the beginning, parents start to encourage, and after when they are 16 or 17, they are children start to make their life by themselves. No,
that was a TED Talk speech. That was a quite. You gave very detailed answer. That is good. Anyone else who wants to add an argument, shorter argument? Why it's better when you make your own decisions?
When parents always force their children to go somewhere, it can lead with children don't have their own opinion. It can отражаться in their future life.
Yes.
It may reflect, yes, because someone else always making decisions for you. Okay, and Valeria is saying that's more pleasure. Abdullah is saying your favorite activity or job leads to career growth. Nice, yep. When you do something that you like, you're better, you perform better.
And what could happen is that if the person in the future will not success in some fields, then it will be the parents' fault. Kinda.
Okay.
That's possible.
Okay, if parents they give full independence to you, it may have some negative consequences also.
Yeah.
What kind of consequence may it have? What kind of wrong decisions you may make?
Most people give up.
They may give up. Yes. Give up. Yeah. Okay.
Or negative
so
changing of
negative changes. Behavior, exactly. Behavior
culture,
change.
Personal, like they can change or lose personal, like main purpose if if this atmosphere given for children.
Yeah. Do you think that they may chose the wrong path? For example, they may they may make wrong decisions and completely failure they may face if the parents will not control them.
Yeah, as the children are not experienced enough, that's possible.
Not mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are not mature enough yet to make their own decisions. Okay. Yes?
I think that if parents do not force or attract us to something, most people, for example, in our country, do not even choose their interests. They don't know what they are interested in.
Yeah.
So they just waste their time.
Why do you think they don't choose by themselves? Why do they waste their time? What's the exact cause?
They weren't given some advices from their parents.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why now they are in 2 minds, maybe in 3 minds even. They don't know what to do. Okay, so when you participate in those group activities, that vanishes the fear of communication. What does it vanishes?
Disappears.
No.
Yes,
Like
it disappears. Yes, it disappears, and you become more confident while you speak. For example, we can take example you students. Those ones who open their web cameras, those ones who speak up most of the time because they don't have the fear, they don't have this embarrassment, they don't feel shy, they are confident enough to speak up. Okay, they are making mistakes, they don't fear. That's what it takes. Okay, next one. Learn how to socialize. Those ones who they engage in different activities, when they engage with lots of people, they are more social compared to ones who prefer to be isolated. Okay, next one. It's here. Acquire the skills of team building. What does it mean, team building?
Working as a group.
Collaborative.
Yeah, you are collaborative, you are flexible. So you can work with, you can listen to others, you can collaborate, you can adapt ideas, and you produce a better work. Next one. Learn the right attitude. What does the right attitude?
Behavior, decent behavior.
Yes, it was mentioned by Lola. You have the behavior. You don't have to act in front of people. You are not completely lost. Okay, but we have disadvantage. Take the disadvantage of the opportunity. What does it mean? Take the disadvantage of the opportunity. Who knows?
But choose wrong side.
Yes. You misuse it. Your parents trust you. They give you everything, but you don't meet their demands. You don't meet their wishes. You do something completely wrong. You go into the complete different direction, wrong direction, and you make a mistake. Adult supervision is necessary. What does mean supervision?
Control.
Like advisor.
Control. Yeah, they have to always look after you. Next one, freedom of thought, and children learn to take challenges and responsibilities. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
That facing
Yes,
your
like-
own challenges.
Like adults want to develop the sense of being able to repose on your own.
More challenges, more skills.
Yes. When you solve since your childhood, when you solve something or you fix something, how excited is it? So step by step,
Yes.
you learn how to face your own fears, how to face those challenges, and you become more responsible. You become more independent.
Without
Okay.
without any kind of mistakes, I cannot be the best one.
Yes, everyone makes a mistake, and that's how actually it works. And next one, children take up wrong roads, wrong ways, wrong decisions. Is the same thing. Okay, one of these essays will go as a homework. Please remember the points. I will send the PPT, but still, for you have to elaborate it, have to write examples, have to write the support. If you don't understand some of the points over here, please do ask. So now I can explain further. Do you have any questions for this task?
No.
No? Walid? Sagdu live? No questions?
No.
Okay, great. Now, mock discussion. Do you have any comments on the mock?
No, it was okay.
Actually, both of them were easy. Yeah, kind of ideas were accessible, maybe.
Okay.
Writing text was normal, not different. No, not
Difficult.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yes, easy. But use of English was a bit difficult for me.
Bit difficult.
Because
If it's a bit difficult, that's
because-
okay.
Personally, for
Because-
me, it wasn't difficult, but time resources, as usual.
Because
I
his
should
words, I
learn
don't
how
know.
to write faster.
Yes, you must. Even when you rewrite one essay over and over again, still helps. You learn how to write faster. Yes? And the idea, sometimes you will know what's the exact problem. The ideas, you writing slowly, example, which part you're liking, why you're holding yourself back. So when you rewrite your essays over and over again, you will find out what was your main mistake. Mashkura, how was it for you?
Grammar part is the hardest one for me. Writing is normal, but ulgurmadim de yazışga hammasini.
Yes. Yeah, I was waiting for this key part because I checked your work. Key part you couldn't finish. Actually, most of you left, for example, in conclusion was incomplete, or you were in B2, then you jumped, you wrote like to be continued, and you jumped to the conclusion part. Very smart, very smart. Yeah, you cannot do this, but don't do it. It was a good gesture, but don't do it. You have to complete.
When I started body 2, I had I had 2 ideas. But when I started body 2, after 2 sentences, I noticed that my second idea was out of topic. Then I, let's say, убрал всё.
Okay, that is a bad thing in the exam. Did you have a plan?
I was able to finish, and I think it was good.
Yeah, I haven't checked your essay part yet, but I checked your use of English and reading. And I can say use of English wasn't your best part.
Yes.
Now you will see. Okay. With this email, what kind of information you have included? What was the key things that you had to include over here?
When you visited shopping.
Yes, exactly. When time was it a
Yeah,
need
yeah.
here? Was it
Yes,
important?
necessary.
Yeah.
It was necessary.
And the shopping name, like
Yes, the name of the
shop?
shop, for example, Kazinka, Macro, Tesco, you had to mention. And you had to mention also the branch, because I'm sure there's not only single supermarket of this one. It's always better to mention the branch. And then, did you mention the item name?
No.
Yeah. No.
I mentioned
No.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I mentioned it.
Yes,
Because we
you had
had-
to mention. Yes, what kind of item was it?
What if we had more than 2 purchases?
More than 2 purchases, extra purchases.
Yeah.
Here it mentioned about the item itself, so items might be wrong. Those students who only wrote about the name item, there was extra item, that's wrong. You had to mention it by yourself, and you should have named, for example, what was it? Maybe it was a chocolate bar. Maybe it was, I don't know, pan, anything, any product, and you had to mention what price was it. So if it's like I don't know, 1,000 soon, that's nothing. For this, you don't write a letter or email, right? It should be something big, something that makes a significant change that's worth for you to go on an email and write down. So don't write like $5,001, it's nothing. It should be something bigger. It should be logical. Okay, yes, it's worth to write an essay. And the last part was to tell the manager, okay, what you would like them to do. What kind of action the manager can take? Refund. What else? Refund was the most logical to give the money back.
refund with the speed.
Refund, giving it back, money back. You paid for the stuff and now you want your money back. From whom it's noise. Okay. The students who said that they want to exchange the item. Why it's wrong, exchange the item?
Because it was extra.
Extra,
Yes.
Because it was
Because,
extra. For extra thing, you don't want an exchange, you want your money back. Please, when you write your emails, make sure that's as logical as possible. Imagine yourself, put yourself into the shoes of that person. Why do I need exchange? Which was like extra. If it was misreplacement, maybe you bought something, but instead of that they give you something else, then yes, you would have wanted exchange. But now it's extra stuff, so you want a full refund. And about the second one, tell the manager how you feel about an error. What kind of feelings you have mentioned in your email? Yes?
Uncomfortable.
Disappointment.
Yeah, disappointment is the
disappointment.
Yeah.
Disappointment would be the best one.
Sense of
Valeria.
being like sense of being defeated.
Okay, yes. Yep. Those ones who mentioned that they are furious, they're angry, they will never ever attend the supermarket, please keep your anger inside of yourself. You are not speaking. If you're speaking, yes, you can take whatever you want. But when it's in written form, it's not suitable. Please watch out for your language. Please be as polite as possible. Doesn't matter what kind of email it is. You cannot be shouting, you cannot be swearing, and you shouldn't be using like abbreviations for the words for swearings, for example. The email was more or less better. Most of you wrote it. And the lowest mark for email is a 12. So for now, I checked like 12 works. So the lowest one is 12. So now, but task 2 was the issue. Even though I thought that task 2 was the easiest one because we do it every day. Every day you have this topic actually. It's about yourself. So what kind of arguments you gave here? Were you agree or disagree, first of all?
Disagree.
I disagree.
Disagree.
Yep, disagree.
I agree.
Disagree. Okay, those ones who agree, what kind of arguments you gave?
About disabled people.
About disabled, thank you. That was
I wrote about advantages and disadvantages. One topic about disadvantages, one topic about advantages.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
Why? You don't know? That's not discussion essay. When it's discussion essay, you look at both sides, like advantages, disadvantages. On the one hand, on the other hand, but it's directly asking for your opinion. Why to discuss both? Why to make it balanced? Please watch out for this. We are doing to what extent do you agree essays recently, and please follow the structure. If you are not following the structure, that's off topic.
How many main bodies should I write in this topic?
Two main bodies, both about your opinion. If you are taking one side, of course. Now, Walid, what side did you take?
For example, who live far away to school, this learning distance online is help him.
Helps him. Okay, yeah.
Risk.
So it's a good one. It's advantages.
Advantage. And the second advantage is we live in century of technology, and our education, all of our minds are changing to developing.
Thank you.
Technology.
Okay, digital technology. Thank you. What about Saidalo?
Yes. So how I said, I wrote about disabled peoples, and I wrote that it's cheapest way.
Yes, cheaper, more comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it flexible? What does mean flexible? The word flexible?
Yes.
To work easily.
Yes. So anytime. You chose by yourself, anytime the teacher will be there for you, so you can do it. Okay, was it, okay, for whom it was hard? Who couldn't write? Because of time management, because no ideas or something? Do we have such people? We have such people, but are you ready to speak up? Not ready. Okay, but I see the names of those people. Okay, I will not embarrass. I will not do it this time. Okay, now complex sentence. What do you remember with the complex sentence?
One independent and one dependent sentence.
They contain two or more ideas.
Common.
They contain two more ideas. Okay, two ideas. Okay, Abdullah also remembers. So the second part of the sentence, one of the parts of the sentence can be independent, right? It can be simple sentence without the first one. Okay.
But dependent sentence cannot be without independent.
Yes. Okay, now complex sentence. How to create them easily. The easiest ways to create. Okay. Mostly when you have simple sentence, you can convert them into complex in a variety of ways. I have now 8 ways that you can make your simple sentence into the more complex, so the examiner will appreciate it. First, when you use comparison, it's still complex. For example, more than, when you have such words, when you have comparison in your sentences, that makes your sentence comparative. And that is complex sentence. So this sentence is slightly more complex than the previous one. Second one, what does mean contrast?
It's like contradicting maybe, or not contradicting, like showing the other side.
Different ideas.
Different idea. It's the same. It's mostly the same as the comparison. Like, however, so you present one view, then you present the second view, as you do in your introductions. Some people think this way, whereas, however, whilst other people think this way. That is also a complex sentence when you do it in your introductions. In what type of introductions you have this contrast?
Discussion. Mostly.
In discussion essays, yes, when you look at both views. Okay, now third one, reason. The previous sentence were more complex because they compared two things. Reasoning, in what other ways? Yes?
Various, what does mean?
A lot of. For example, I have various reasons. A lot of reasons.
This word, it is a true complex sentence.
I'm sorry?
If you use this word, it is complex sentence too, yeah?
When you would use the word various?
Yes.
No. I meant the varieties of sentences, like different type of sentence. When you use these words, that makes your sentence complex.
Miss Malika, she means in the second sentence, whereas.
Yes.
Whereas I heard like various. Whereas, yes. How do you understand each other? That's whereas when
Because we make the same mistakes.
Okay. So whereas, when you use the word whereas, yes, this adds a complexity into your essays. And the best way to use them is in introduction, in discussion essays. Whereas, whilst, however, that it makes your sentence complex because it divides your sentence into two parts. So instead of putting the full stop, put comma, then continue your sentence. And third one, when you give the reason. What are the other ways of giving the reason instead of the word because?
As is also acceptable.
Since also is suitable.
Yeah. The previous sentence were more complex because they compared two things. So if you replace because with as, still your sentence is more complex than it is without the word because. So instead of starting your sentence with the word because, continue your sentence without putting full stop. Then what does mean purpose?
Stating the purpose.
Yeah, like a goal. So we need to use complex sentence in order to make our writing sound more academic. So you mentioned your purpose in your sentence. So what people want to reach, what people want to have by doing this. So in order to, what's the replacement for in order to?
So as to.
As to, yes, or just to, yeah. So when you present your purpose in your sentence without putting a comma, without separating into two different sentences, combine them into one and make it complex. So these are the 4 easiest ways to make your sentence more complex. Now, next. What does mean concession? Anyone?
No.
You use the word although. When do you use the word although?
Like comparing to something.
Miss Malika, concession, what does it mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Let's let the students to think. You use the word although a lot. So why do you use this word?
Maybe when we say
it's like
something.
even though the for example the argument has disadvantages, you still support it.
Yeah, concession is when you bring out clarity. For example, previous argument, for example, the side that you are not taking, you lower that down and you bring out your one, put it above her. When you add clarity into your sentence, that's concession. When you present a new view with the better support, that is concession. Although these sentences are more complex, they are still easy to understand. So when you start your sentence with the word although, that is a complex sentence. It's one step that you put into the way to make it complex. Conditionals, we are already familiar, right, with conditionals?
Yes.
Yeah, we have used it last time. Time phrases. What are the time phrases you know except the word whenever?
When?
However.
When? No, however is not a time. Time phrases. When you clarify the timing. While, yeah. While the examiners believe in this one, yes, why not? When, yes.
Nevertheless.
Whenever examiners see complex sentence, they jump for joy. Yeah, these ones, if you use them in your sentences, this is a one way to complex. And the ing now.
Joy, what does it mean?
Joy, happiness. They get too excited. And starting your sentence with an ing form of another way of making your writing more formal. For example, starting your sentence, not like taking into account, taking into consideration. If you start with taking, again, that's a good one. I have seen your essays for task 2s when you started your sentence with taking. That was a good example. That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good thing for you to do. Yes?
And the concession, what does it mean?
Concession when you add clarity.
Clarity?
Yes. When everything is clear. Когда все понятно. Okay. Next one. Can you? Is it familiar for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't like this type of.
You don't like this.
Outweigh.
I don't like it either. I don't like taking this type of essay. The advantage of this outweigh the disadvantage. What does mean this outweighs?
Riverside.
This is more. Yes, this side is more pros and cons. Okay. Now can you read the task? Marwasit, are you here? Marwasit.
Yes, I'm here.
You are too quiet today. Have you read it already?
No.
Okay.
Secondary, what does it mean?
Secondary school.
Secondary school.
High school.
It's like year 9, 10, 11, that's secondary school.
Drawbacks, it means disadvantages, yeah?
Yes. So these are those synonyms that you need. Advantages, benefits, positive side, disadvantage, drawbacks, negative sides. The word pros, cons, they are too simple. Don't use them. Use these ones.
Primary, это начальная школа, да?
Да.
Primary school, yes. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, that's primary school.
Can we use on the one hand, on the other hand? There.
Here you will not use because you are not comparing yet. Now we will see. We will look at the structure. Is the task clear for you now?
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
My exercise.
Okay. Now we have the structure. It's the structure that I find very useful, and it's very clear. And you don't need to write. You don't need to have lots of ideas to write, as every paragraph will have only one idea. So it's easier to write in this structure. Now, how it works. So, do we have people who think that advantages are more over here? Yes?
Yes.
So you think that it's better? Yes, to start at primary school. So you think that advantages are more?
Yeah.
So how you write is, so is it asking your opinion?
No.
Over here?
No.
Really?
No, it says opinion because it asks you like, which is benefits and what are the disadvantages.
Yeah, you will decide whether.
Yeah, like what do you think is more?
Yes, our opinion. Asking. So you have to pick which side. So now you have already chosen. You think that advantages are more. That's already your opinion. So when you write introduction, you paraphrase the task and you add up your opinion over here. So which side is more? So advantages are more, advantages outweigh. So you decide for yourself. So the examiner will know what to expect from main paragraphs over here. So first advantage. So first paragraph, first advantage, explanation, example. So how many arguments you will have in the first paragraph?
One.
Yes, one. And you will have second paragraph, advantage. Again, only one argument. Both paragraphs, both main paragraphs will have only one argument. And then you will look at only one drawback. Why only one drawback?
Because we've taken the advantages side.
Yes, because now you are showing that here in this topic, you have two advantages, only two advantages and only one disadvantage. That's how you are showing that advantages outweighs the disadvantages. Clear?
Okay, yeah.
Yes. So two advantage and one drawback. You explain and you show the example over here. Then in the conclusion part, you sum up the benefits only. Why you don't look at the drawbacks in the conclusion?
Because we take the advantage side.
Yes, you will not look at the disadvantage side. It was just over here, not praise the other disadvantage side, but just to show to the examiner that there is only one disadvantage, whereas for advantage side, you have two arguments. So here it's clear that you have followed the structure and you're sticking to one side. Now, if you think that the disadvantages are more, that's how you write. In introduction again, you paraphrase the task, you give your opinion, and then the first disadvantage, again one disadvantage, second paragraph, again one disadvantage, and then you will give only one benefit. So 2 paragraphs for disadvantage side and 1 paragraph for advantage side. And you're concluding with which side? Your conclusion will be about?
Disadvantage.
Yes. As you are taking the minus side. Now we are taking minus side. Here we were about pluses. Yes?
Must we write conclusion sentence and paragraph 2 and paragraph 3?
I'm sorry?
When we write paragraph 1, I mean paragraph 2 and paragraph 3 about advantages, must we write a conclusion also for them?
Concluding sentence. You
Yes.
mean? Yes, yes, you must. You must write.
Miss Malika, why we should we write a conclusion with disadvantage?
No, look, why? Because over here you were talking about classes, right?
Yes.
У нас первая структура была для тех, кто выбирает плюсы, то есть плюсы превышают минусов. Поэтому у вас conclusion был про чего на первом?
Плюсов.
Про плюсов, потому что вы тут берете сайт, где превышает под минусов. Но на втором,
да?
во втором мы берем, что нет, минусы превышают, поэтому и conclusion про минусов.
Все.
Yes, we have
We
two
should
different
write-
structures. Yes, Olaf, you want to tell something?
We should write 3 body paragraph, yes?
Yes, 3 body paragraphs. In
Miss
order to
Malika?
show which side is more. Yes, Abdullah?
We have 2 advantage paragraphs, yeah?
Yes.
And after the second paragraph, we should write concluding sentence, yeah?
Yes. Look, when it's a body paragraph, concluding sentence is a must. It doesn't matter. It's first body, second body, third body, concluding sentence is a must. Here, why I didn't write the concluding sentence, because we were talking only about the advantage itself. For example, for the advantage, for disadvantage, what you give? You give explanation, you give example. Concluding sentence is a must thing. It's logically should come to yourself. Yes, concluding sentence should be there. You start with your concluding sentence as thus, consequently, hence, it's a must thing for all body paragraphs. Clear?
Miss Malika,
Yes.
if we take the advantages side and then in the third paragraph we should show that the drawback side is weak, yeah?
Yes.
It kind of exists, but still it's weak.
Yes. So that's why you shouldn't give strong argument for the drawback side. Drawback side will be smaller, but you develop it, but still you have to show, yes, these two are better compared to this one.
Yeah.
Alima
And
Sheila,
Miss Malika,
clear?
how
Yes.
and how many words we should have in the main body?
Main body. Okay, as you have 3 main bodies, your one paragraph will not be 80 words. It will be around 60, 70.
Okay.
If you will have 90, is why you don't have 90 words? Because usually when you have 90 words, one paragraph should have how many arguments?
2.
2 arguments. As you have 1 argument, 60 words, 70 words, more than enough. Okay? Clear? The structure? Yes? Are you sure, students?
Yes.
Miss Malika, may I ask?
Yes?
If we pick only one side, like advantage side, and should we write in third paragraph disadvantage too? Because
Yes, 1 disadvantage.
It's mandatory.
Вот как и- Yes, it's mandatory. Because тут смотрите, так как тут спрашивают не только ваше мнение, вот прям вот точно выберите одну сторону, нет, какая сторона превышает другого, вот поэтому вам нужно четко показать, что вот 2 аргумента на плюсов и только 1 аргумент на минус. Вот так вы можете видеть, чья сторона превышает. Вот так вы показываете, вот тут 2, вот тут 1. И эта сторона превышает другого. Поэтому 3-й параграф, main параграф, это тут важно. Clear?
Yeah.
And
yeah. Kamaluddinov, yes, I will send this presentation to you because your homework will be about advantages outweigh disadvantages.
Bismillah. And in the introduction and in conclusion, we should write our opinion, more benefits.
Yes.
And
Yes.
In conclusion, we set all of our opinions, and if we have not any imagination for this conclusion, why should
conclusion? You don't need imagination for conclusion, because why? In conclusion, you state your opinion. For example, the same opinion as in the introduction. Then the benefits you will take from main paragraphs, from these two paragraphs. I think that advantages are more because you state the reasons. That's your conclusion.
Can I say I think?
Yes.
Okay.
But don't start your conclusion with I think. So in conclusion, then
I would like to say.
Yeah, first the word in conclusion to sum up or to conclude with, then you move to the opinion, then you give the benefits, the points. In both structures.
Okay.
Now, can you read this one?
Yes.
Finished reading?
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Transportation, what does it mean?
Transport.
Public bus.
Immigration.
Public, yeah. Plane, bus, car, that's transportation.
Okay.
So if I'm taking advantage side, how I'm going to structure it?
Introduction.
Introduction.
In the introduction, you state your opinion and you say that the advantages outweigh the disadvantages.
So introduction, I state my opinion, right?
Yeah, by also showing that the advantages indeed overweigh.
Yeah. Yes. For example, pluses overweight. Then you continue. Okay, that's my introduction. Then comes my B1, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You start from the advantages.
Okay. B1 goes with.
I think that in this paragraph we don't have more disadvantages than advantages.
Well, you will choose the structure by yourself. Now it's first one is for advantages. Then we will work for the disadvantages. Okay, B2 is about again benefits, right?
Benefits.
Yes.
So we have three body paragraphs, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Body 3 is about now
drawbacks.
Drawbacks.
Disadvantages.
Drawbacks, yes. So we have plus, then minus. Yes, only one minus, only one. So in the first paragraph, you have one argument. So overall for benefits, you have two arguments, but for the drawbacks, you have only one argument. Then you have your conclusion. Yes?
Или минус и плюс, да?
Да. Мы то тоже разберем. Now we have conclusion. You have summary.
Two advantages.
Summary, yes, you give the advantages. Then you have opinion. Or it's other way around. So first you state the arguments, then you say that's why I agree. Or you state I agree, I think. Then you state the arguments. It's up to you which side you take. So this is for advantages. That's how you structure.
How to write
I'm sorry?
How to write thesis statement.
Thesis statement. You think, okay, you pick the side. This side, for example, let's say learning language at primary school. Starting learning language at primary school, the advantages of it outweighs the disadvantages. You clearly stated. The word outweigh should be there, like this one. My opinion, your opinion, I think, something. For example, learning language at primary school or living abroad by yourself, studying abroad, outweighs its disadvantages.
Like we should paraphrase, yes?
Yes, but the word outweigh must be there. Now, yes, the word outweigh, yes, that it's more. You have to mention which side is exactly more.
Вообще, outweigh как переводится?
Превышает. У меня в структуре было на русском написано. That was the превышает. Okay, now again, introduction. Now we have minus side. B1, drawbacks. Drawback. How many drawback I will have in B1?
2.
One.
In B1,
In
yes.
each paragraph, 1. In each paragraph, 1.
No, I said in the essay.
Overall?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and B3?
Advantage.
Advantages.
Advantage.
Benefits. Also 1. Then you have conclusion.
Conclusion.
Yes, conclusion. Summary.
Summary to disadvantage.
Yes, summary of disadvantages, minuses.
More drawbacks.
Yes. Then your opinion. Structure clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, then now I put timer. You have to write 1 paragraph. Your time is up. Anyone else who is close to finishing?
Yes.
Yes. Do you mind reading?
1 sentence left.
Okay, we will wait for the last sentence. Сивара Птусаидова, Голубь, Нозила, Садбек, Ирода. I expect from you in the first place. Rashidov, I hope you are also writing. Yes, Agdulaev sent. One of the main benefits could be that the people are enabled to live and work. Okay. Therefore, people will become more independent, travel to foreign countries, so it will expand horizons. In other words, they will make a friendship with aliens. Okay, don't use the aliens, say they're citizens or they're tourists.
Aliens
foreigners.
is unsuitable, yes?
Yes, aliens, like more from another galaxy. Foreigners, better. Share various information. Moreover, it could be enjoyable for them to do the work or live on their dream. Nice. But you're moreover, by saying, oh, moreover, you're adding your second argument here. Or you are continuing your explanation.
Continuing.
Continuing, okay. In that case, you are missing pieces. You're missing concluding sentence.
I thought that I should write in the second body paragraph.
Okay. But it looks like a little bit like a concluding sentence because you moreover it could be enjoyable for them to do work and live on their dream. So it sounds like where moreover, yes, like
all.
hence, yes, hence or all in all, because now it looks like a good concluding sentence. Now, independence of the people, mostly important thing. Please do not use the word thing in your essays. Thing can be anything.
Writing.
That's why people could work from another country for another country. For example, freelance, they all work at home, also at quarantine time. Okay, now you are missing clear topic sentence. Sukhruddin, you don't have explanation. You have example, but you don't have proper explanation. You haven't used any linking words, plus you don't have a concluding sentence. Okay. Nowadays, people have more freedom to work or live anywhere due to technology and transportation developing. However, this trend can affect the people with negative sides, such as people will become more leisure and get obese. Okay, have more leisure time, not just leisure, and get obesity, not get obese. For instance, if technology which do over life easier, such as robots, which will help. Okay, nice concluding sentence. But do not start with nowadays, please. As you are taking one side, you can start with the primary advantages or the main advantages.
Okay.
And I received just a lot of people sent at the same time, and your one went. Oh, let me find yours. Yeah, I found it. In contemporary life, technology have enormous development, which helps people to communicate and live wherever they want. Also, it helps people find work abroad and communicate with other people. To exemplify, some students can have working holidays. That's a little misleading. That help them to have experience and increase their linguistic skills. Maybe working holiday, that's work and travel, you mean? Durbaeva?
I mean, some students have such as opportunity when they study at holidays. They can work abroad and have more money to pay their
Yes,
study.
I got you. That's called work and travel.
Yeah.
That's work and travel, not working experiences. That's work and travel. Okay, anyone else who wants to read their essays? Mashhura? Ready?
Yazmak istedim. I think it's more profitable for humans to live or work where they want. The reason why people should relax to do to do everything. People can get more information and knowledge when they live abroad. We can go wherever we want due to the development of transportation. That's why this development works in our favor.
Thank you. I would change some parts. If you, can you write an essay for this topic as a homework? Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now I will end here. Those people who couldn't read out their essays, we will continue in the third session. We have reading lots of and use of English and essays. We can continue as enough students started leaving already and feeling tired. Okay, we will continue in the third session. Okay, see you students.